Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone, depending on where you are and from where you're watching us. And I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm not able to hold it. I'm excited because we have a special guest. Help me welcome our August 2022 Wonder Woman, and she's going to introduce herself. This is a so expected appointment. So thank you for being here with us. And I'll just let you introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello, ladies. Hello, Dolly. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So my name is Agnes Babatunde Karim. I'm a Nigerian. I live in Abuja. I work with the election management body. It's called INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission. So that's just basically what I do.
Okay.
I'm married with 3 children.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
How old are they? My God, 3.
Okay, I've been married for 23 years.
Wow.
Yes. My first is 22. My second is 15.
Wow.
And my last is 12.
Oh, God.
The first 2 are girls and the last is a boy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
These are great achievements, really. Thank you. Really, we are happy to have you here today. We announced your month, and so many people were excited. Many people shared the post where you were announced. And yesterday we went live to talk more about you. I don't know if you've watched the live session already, but we really said so many things about you. And I didn't want to be a spoiler. I said, let me keep all the best for today.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Here. Really, thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to, interview you today. Thank you. I prepared so many questions. So today we are going to do it.
Wow.
So you're a Nigerian?
Yes, my dear.
I came to know that, not that I came to know, because a few years ago when I was working as a junior consultant in a consulting firm, and we were collaborating with, I don't know if you know that association called WIMBIS, Women in Business.
Yes, I do. Yes, Women in Business.
So we did so many things with them. So it's something I know so much. So I know that Nigerian women are top startups in Africa. So yes. I wanted you to tell us more about this, but maybe before getting to that, I mean, who is Mrs. Agnes Babatunde Karim? Where are you coming from? I mean, what is your life path? What led you into the electoral profession? Is it a call? What studies did you do? What university did you attend? Do you need a specialization? I don't know, a special course to do that kind of job you're doing?
Okay. Yeah. So what happened was that my zodiac sign is Virgo. Okay. My date of birth is September 21st. So I was born in a little village in the south side of Nigeria. Nigeria is divided into 6 zones, geopolitical zones. So I'm from the south. That's where the oil is. And that's where the oil is from. We've had some issues previously, militancy, degradation, climate issues, oil spillage.
Okay.
So I grew up there. I had my primary school, secondary school in Lagos. Lagos used to be the former capital of Nigeria. Yeah, before it moved to Abuja.
I'm ignorant. So, I continue thinking it's Lagos. So you've just given me information.
Lagos bubbles. So Lagos is the commercial capital of Nigeria. Lagos never sleeps. Abuja is more of government
Administrative,
agency.
yeah.
Yes, it's more of administrative. So Lagos is still the happening place. So you need to visit
Okay.
Lagos whenever you come into Nigeria. Yeah. My dad was in the military.
Okay.
So we did a little bit of traveling here and there
Yeah.
because of posting, military postings, and we're always going with him with my mom and my siblings.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your studies, I don't know, tell us more about yourself on that way. What did you
Okay.
study and your academical background? Because like to work with an election organism, a private one, I'm trying to, I'm wondering, is it something you've really, you were always, you had that as a dream, or yes,
Yeah. So I studied accounting in
yes,
the university. Yeah. Then we have some professional exams you do. It's
okay,
called ICANN to become a chartered accountant.
okay,
Yeah. So I did those exams. I passed. I got a job with INEC.
okay,
INEC is a big organization. They need accountants, engineers, whatever your field, doctors, because we have different departments and all that. So I got into INEC as an
wow,
accountant originally. So in the process, even if no matter what you study and you work with the commission,
mm.
you do election trainings.
Okay,
Yes. You do election trainings. It doesn't matter whatever you read or
yes,
whatever you read. Yes. So that's how I got into elections because I work in INEC. Yes. So during the course of I've been in INEC now for, I joined INEC 2006.
God,
Yes.
16
And
years.
wow, 16 years. It looks
Oh
like
my
yesterday.
God, you've done a long way with
Now the way you said it.
me. Yeah. Like, oh God.
16 good years. Wow, that's a long time.
Wow. So it's now
So
you're
I've been,
realizing you've been there for 16 years.
yes, yes.
But I
Yeah.
love it because it means it's a place where you really feel like you're ease. You do so many things and wow. But tell me,
Definitely.
when you
Definitely.
when you got there, tell me, what were your career goals when you got inside INEC? What were your career goals?
Well, of course, I wanted to get to the peak of my career, but I was ready to push myself to not just be put in a box. I was
Okay.
ready to explore, discover my skills, other things that I had inside me. So I started doing things, going online, looking at various courses that I could do to improve myself, got to know more about elections, started going for foreign courses like that. Even
Yes, I
apart
know you
from the one the
travel a lot.
commission, yes, I really tried to broaden my views on elections internationally. And it helped me meet a lot of nice people. I got to meet a lot of international people, got to make friends. So it was during the course of my career, I went to Spain. I did a diploma course in conflict and peace building in University of Complutense. It's
Yeah.
in Madrid. I did a course there. Then I had my master's. I had an MBA
Okay.
in Nigeria in financial management. That was my first MBA, my first master's. Then I had a second master's in political marketing and communications from Rome Business School.
That's in
I had
Italy.
yes, that's in Italy. I really enjoyed the program. Thank you so much. Then I had a third master's in accounting and finance.
Oh God, I'm fainting. This lady is something else. Wow.
Yeah. Right now I'm doing my PhD.
Oh
So
God. With three
just trying to
children, a
balance
career, a
with
husband,
a
a house to
husband.
run, and many social activities, because I know
in Africa, you
you're
know.
involved in many causes close to your heart. I know that you're involved into
That's
many causes, especially with women. I saw the
true.
video at the market sensitizing women. I mean, you do so
Yes.
many things.
Yes. So in INEC, I'd moved to various departments. I
Okay.
started in the finance department. Then I moved to the training department. I was a trainer, going from place to place, training staff on elections and also ad hoc staff. Because like right now, we're preparing for our general elections next year, February 2023.
Okay.
We have our elections every 4 years.
Okay.
We run the presidential type of system, electoral system, yes. So we have elections every 4 years where we elect governors, presidents, National Assembly. It's huge.
Okay.
Nigeria has over 200 million people, so it's a very big
Yes.
country. It's large. We don't even conduct elections on one day. We split it. Yeah, we do it twice. Like we do the first election for president the first week. 2 weeks later, we do for the governors because it's big. The country is too big. Yeah. So after I left the training department, I was moved to INEC. The commission created a new department.
Yes.
The department is called Gender and Inclusivity.
Okay.
Yes, a new department called Gender and Inclusivity. That department was meant to specifically take care of women, youths, and persons with disabilities. It was aimed to increase, yes,
Okay.
women, youths, and PWDs.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, PWDs.
PWDs.
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason for the creation of that important department was to get access more to the women, marginalized groups, just to encourage them more to participate in the electoral process.
Wow.
Because we don't have a lot of women. So our chairman, in his wisdom, working with civil society groups, said it's best we have this unique department, this specific department that handles these three groups to increase the number. And it's been a year since the department was created, and it has had impact, really. It has helped the commission focus more on women, youth, and PWDs.
Yes.
We just finished, yes.
Yeah, go on.
We just finished voter registration in preparation for the elections, and the numbers are massive. The women that registered, yes, the women registered from 2019 to date, that we had over 9 million women registering.
Okay.
It was really huge compared to the last time.
Okay.
And the youth, huge. Persons with disability, massive, because the registration process made it easier for PWDs to register.
Okay.
Yes, and even women, nursing mothers, they give them preference. If you're a nursing mother, if you're a pregnant woman, if you're elderly, if you're a person with disability, you have access to register fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so rural women can quickly register and go back to do their chores instead of having to wait on the queue for long. Okay. That was what affected a lot of women from registering, because they can't leave their families for too long being on the queue. They have chores at home, they need to cook, clean, and all that, take care of the family. So that discouraged women. But with this registration process, we ensured that women are taken care of fast, and then where to register, we made it close to communities.
Yes.
Women don't need to trek too far to where they register, so that could discourage them from registering. Yes. So we put in a lot of things in place to ensure women register, which from our evaluation, the figures are really big, are really very encouraging.
You preceded me because I was going to talk about that. So maybe I'm going to enter into this because I prepared it for you. This is an article of the Times.
Oh,
Let me read it to
okay.
you. Low number
Okay.
of women in politics, ban of Nigeria, development minister. So it said the official stated that inadequate number of women in decision-making positions explain the country's low investment and slow progress in some of the crucial sectors of human development outcomes in Nigeria. So this is an article of May 2022, so it's quite recent. And as you were saying that you could have the numbers now are quite high. What is, I mean, how do you work? Do you just involve women, youth, person with disabilities into elections, but then you don't create, let's say, a normative, or how can I call it? Are there specific programs to empower these people, these targets? Or are they just, okay, targeted for elections and goodbye when it's done? Are there specific programs to empower people with disabilities that want to run a business, granting loans to women, startup?
Okay, because it's INEC, it's elections.
Yes.
So our focus really, and it's a government agency, it's not private.
Yes.
So yes, so it's strictly about empowering women in the electoral process.
No, but I didn't mean with INEC, okay? I was talking about Nigeria states itself.
Okay, for things they do. Yes, well, we even have a gender policy.
Okay.
Nigeria has a gender policy, yes. And even INEC has an INEC gender policy. We just reviewed our gender policy, INEC. But we got our base from the Nigerian gender policy. The country has a gender policy, which is functioning. But and we have agencies that deal with women. We have the National Council of Women's Society. We have Ministry of Women Affairs. We have Ministry of Youths. You know, all those agencies, both at the state and the federal level, those agencies are there to help to improve women. We have SMEDAN. They give loans, small scale industries. They give loans, yes. But of course, it needs to be done more. There's still a long way to go, but it's ongoing. The government recognizes that women are marginalized. They recognize that women do not have funds to start up businesses. So the government is trying it in all parts. Civil society and all that, they're also trying to empower women.
Wow.
Both churches, mosques, religious associations, faith-based. So people are doing all they can, and it's impacting, but of course, there's still a long way to go. But people understand there's an issue and they are working towards it. So for us in INEC, the statistics is correct. We agree, we have a long way. And yes, like the numbers in politics too is still low for women. We just had a meeting, I think last month or last 2 months, we had a meeting with political parties. Because fine, we have women who are registering to vote, but when it comes to winning the seats in the elections, their numbers are few.
That's what I was going to say, because I think the percentage is something like less than 6%. Let me check that. Okay, only 6% of women active in Nigerian politics. It's terrible.
Yeah. I guess what they mean active are those who hold political posts.
Yes, we talk about decision-making positions. We need that. We need women to be represented. We need that.
Especially in management, because we did even if I talk about my organization, we did a gender audit yearly. We take gender audits. So we now disaggregate it in such a way to know where are women positioned, management, how many women are in management, how many women are holding positions of authority in the organization. So we found out that middle level, there are a large number of women.
Yes. It's true.
Yes. But when it now comes to management level, the women are few.
Yes.
They end up picking maybe all men or one woman and all that. So the commission now has the policy that for every promotion, for every appointment to management, at least 30% should be women.
Very good. That's a very
If you
good.
have, yes, so if you have 10 members, at least 3 should be women.
Okay. At
Yes.
decisions
So the
making position.
yes, at decision-making level. Yes. So the commission tries to encourage so that by the time we're talking to political parties to increase number, you can use your agency as an example that
Very good.
this is what we're already doing.
Very good.
Because previously, political parties, they have just, there's a position for woman leader. That's the only position they give women.
Okay.
Yes, but they have a lot of positions. They have chairman, vice chairman, national treasurer, secretary.
So they are already
so
chosen positions.
Yes, but they only just give women woman leader. And then the men take orders. But the commission has been talking to them, to political parties, to increase the participation of women in money in their what's it called? In their executive.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, so that women don't only aspire to be woman leader, they can hold other positions.
Yes.
Because we found out that political parties, they just make women, you come sing, dance, clap your hands.
Exactly.
That's what they want women to do.
Thanks for talking about that. But I don't know if you have noticed, even for the 8th of March feast, you see celebrating women, Women's Day. And I really hate this thing because, you know, into companies or into public administration, what they do is, okay, we offer dinner or I don't know, lunch for, you know, this is Women's Day. And I just say, well, these people is like, they are playing with us. But at the end of the day, what has a dinner changed in my life? How has it impacted women's lives? How? Maybe we could think about empowering women packages with trainings and things like that. We could organize, I don't know, a seminar, a workshop on that day or around that day, the whole of that week to do. We used to do it in Cameroon with our consulting firm called Strategy. And our director is one of the first women in Cameroon who went into the oh, excuse me, something happened with the screen, for the presidential election, Mrs. Kawala. And yes, and this made a difference because, as you were saying, women are just there to clap, to dance, and that's it.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with you because the way now the International Women's Day is going, it's more of a social event and we're losing the essence. That's what you're trying to say. And I agree with you. I mean, the day should really be a sober reflection and empowering women, not a social event. And that's where Nigeria too, we have those issues. That day is just built around partying, dancing, all these things. And at the end of the day, we lose the essence of why that day exists. So I hope all women groups will begin to really think about what Women's Day really is about, you know. So I agree with you. Yeah. So we've been talking to political parties, trying to make sure they increase the participation of women in the politics, because we found out that you know, Nigeria is Africa, and Africa really is male dominated. And so that affects the mindset. A lot of women are, in quote, under the men.
Yes.
They have, so the society just makes you feel you can't take decisions without a male who would support. So you find out that the narrative out there could be women in politics are not responsible, they are indecent, it's not a position for decent women.
Oh God. Really?
So with those kind of narratives, a lot of women shy away from playing active roles in politics because the impression could be that, it's not decent for women to be politicians and all that. So, but we're trying to change the mindset
Okay.
of people, yes, especially the men who I think are the ones who even push that narrative to discourage women from participating. Yeah, so we're really
Thank
trying
you.
to, because actually we started our democracy started because we've had military rule for a number of years. Democracy really started in 1999. And during that period of the First Republic, we had a lot of women in the House as legislators. But subsequently, the numbers started going down. With each
Wow.
election, the numbers was reducing. And as the numbers were reducing, advocacy was increasing, which didn't make sense.
Yes, at all.
So many women groups are there talking about women empowerment. INEC is talking, WinBiz is talking. We have and they are being sponsored. So advocacy is out there. It's out there. People are hearing about it. But when it comes now to elective positions, you do not find women.
But what was
So we
happening
have been,
then? How could we explain
yes.
that?
The thing is, the men who are there, they kind of grab it all and ensure the women don't come in.
Oh God.
Sometimes these positions are positions that empower. That position, and like in Nigeria, some of these positions give you finance. So the men are more interested in holding such positions because it will help them to solve a lot of financial
I
things. And a lot
understand.
of men have responsibilities or people are dependent on them. So they feel they deserve more to hold such positions because for them, it can help them manage or assist their family members or whatever. So you find out that women are less. And another thing that is affecting women is violence in elections.
Okay, yes, I can understand that.
Violence. Women are they don't like violence. Women are very calm. Women, if you come to violence, they will move away. They don't like all these things. So they're not ready to fight anybody for positions. And in Nigeria, elections are not very peaceful. If you are not, in quotes, tough-skinned, you might not be able to wither the electoral process.
Wow. You know
Yes.
what we are going to do? Really, thank you. You've told us so many, many, many things. We thank you, really, because we could have
You're welcome.
a true picture of the situation, and maybe this could help other women, have something to think on and how to change
Yes,
things. Because I think the solutions comes from us as women. It comes
that's
from
true.
us, yes. And maybe we should also encourage our youth, our female youth today, to go into those fields, you know.
Yes.
But do
We
you
do more,
specialize
we do
in
mentorship.
okay,
We do
okay, you do mentorship. I was going
mentorship.
to ask
We
that.
have a program for young female voters
Very good.
because even the youths who are registering, large numbers, more are males. The females are few who are even registering. So
Okay,
we do advocacy to get in more female voters to come
good.
in. Yes. We had a meeting with female aspirants before the primaries. We just had concluded primaries. We had a meeting with female aspirants just to encourage them. We had mentors, women who had held political posts, come to talk to women, encourage women, tell them how to grow their political career, how to start joining politics from the
Oh,
grassroots. Yes,
wow.
yes.
Great.
So we've had those, and we paired people, mentors. We linked young aspirants to established women who had played roles in politics, like mentorship. If they have questions, they can ask them, because some issues are sensitive. Example, sexual abuse, all those things could come up between a female aspirant or
Yes.
a young lady who is interested in politics. How do you handle male advances? How do you raise funds for politics? How do we get women groups to fund someone's campaign? Because elections are very expensive. They're very expensive, but we have tried, like in Nigeria, most political parties, nomination forms are free for women.
Ah, okay.
Yes. Or 30%
of
the total cost. Yes. It's not high. Persons with disability could be free. Youths could be free or at a discount. Yes. Most political parties do that just to encourage women. But you see, the women don't even still take the opportunity. Because I think even if it's free form, you still need to spend money in the elections.
Wow.
The form could be free, yes, but then campaigning and all those other things cost money.
Yeah.
It's not free. So if you don't have that extra money to fund your campaign, to go from place to place, to be on radio, TV, jingles,
yes,
then you might not be able to.
That. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Really,
It's expensive.
thank you. Thank you. Really.
You're welcome.
We weren't expecting to have all these information you gave us, and you're kind of sensitizing us to. And tell me, with this beautiful career and all what you're engaged in, how do you manage your home, your life? I mean, being a mother, being a woman in career, I don't know. How do you manage all that?
Well,
always easy.
Of course not. As the saying goes, there's a song, I'm not your superwoman. Yeah, because I feel we women, some of us, we think we're too strong, and that has affected us. We try to do everything ourselves. At the end of the day, we might break down, So a lot of people just feel we are so strong, and then they dump everything on us. It's on us. We're taking the whole load. At the end of the day, we might not even live long to enjoy.
We take the whole load. Okay, I'm okay with that assertion. We take the whole load. But strangely, we are not wanted into great positions. How do you throw the loads to me? And then when it comes to entitling me as a person at that position, because at the end of the day, I do exactly that. But why don't you entitle me? It's like, okay, I should just feel I'm not entitled to that. So how come when it comes to entitling me, men just say no? Whereas you were saying they throw all the loads on us, do this, do that as a woman. So I can understand when you say you're not a superwoman. To us, you are.
No, because I feel, yes, I feel, I think the men feel our roles, the kind of things they can tell us to do, or the kind of roles we are suited for, is more of house roles.
Who said so?
No, I'm looking at from the men. You asked the question, why do the men, the men, why do they feel we can't do those things? Maybe because we take on so many, will I call it, to them, those roles are non-tasking. The roles that they throw at women, you're the mother, you're the wife, you're the this. They feel your impact is more at the home level. So for me, I feel as a woman, I wouldn't encourage any woman to take those home roles to, like, that is what you are made to do. For me, I believe you can delegate. You can have people assist you. You can, have the good, right now there are so many machines we can use to assist us. We have the blender, we have the washing machine, we have all those things that can help us. That way, we can focus on our careers. We can focus on our businesses. That would maybe make the men see us as women who can also do other things. But where we take on these other roles where they give us of being a wife, a mother, like that is like the most important. It's very important, I agree. But we can delegate some of those roles to people. When we delegate those roles to people, it will assist us, because like me, to have 3 children, to have my career, to have my education, to be doing my PhD, of course I have to delegate. If I didn't delegate, there's no way
Yeah, you won't
I
have
would
been
have been
able
able
to
to
do
do my
everything.
career. No, 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 no. If I wanted to be like fully into my role as a wife, mother, all those roles of making sure I wash my children's clothes with hand, or I don't have anybody. No, nobody can pick my kids from school. Nobody can cook my husband's food. Nobody can bathe my children. You know, if I say I'm the only one who will do all those house things, then of course I won't have time for my career. And then, of course, tomorrow, the men will now feel, oh, she doesn't have anything to offer career-wise. Let her face the family. But where you allow people to understand that I would do my house role, but I won't do it alone. I will seek help where necessary so that I can achieve my other dreams. Because like my job makes me travel.
Yes, you travel a lot.
I travel a lot. Now, if in the office there's a trip today and I say, no, I can't travel, I need to pick my kids from school. No man is saying the same thing. No man is saying, I can't travel because I'm going to pick my kids from school. Then tomorrow, when there's another trip, they won't even select me. They won't pick me
Let
because they
me
would feel, oh, she needs to take care of her family. There's no need. And when women have those roles, it affects tomorrow when there's a higher position.
But
Because
then
they will
let me ask
feel,
you something,
mm,
because maybe I'm
mm,
going to forget it. Okay, I'm going to forget that. You said men give us those roles. Men do this. We need to demonstrate to men that why should they be the one to tell me as a woman what I should do or what I shouldn't do? This is already a problem. This is why I disagree completely. And when you
yeah.
say, okay, our housework, our household, no, I know when we talk of the African culture, the woman runs the household. Yeah, she does everything. That's true. Okay. But today, most of people in Africa are educated. Culturally, people are open-minded. So why should I feel like, since I'm the woman in the house, I should want to pick the children, to cook the food, to, iron the dresses? No, why? Do the laundry? Why? We seek for help, okay, but we are 2 of us in the marriage. So with my life partner, that is with my husband, we can find a way to have adequate
Balance.
schedules, right? And balance our schedules. I need to be out because I'm on a work journey and I won't be back. He's taking care of the children. That's fine. Maybe the point is really that one. Why should men define women's roles? I'm not okay with. I don't know if you were saying it just out of
It's
a
the
general
society.
analysis, but
It's the society, and that is why you as a woman, even if those roles are meant for you, even if those roles exist, they are meant for you because of the society. We're in Nigeria, we're in Africa. The men are educated. It's not the men know all this, but it's just human nature. If I'm enjoying all this to myself, do I really want to share it? I mean, I'm talking about men now in position.
yes, I
Why should they
understand.
give you? Why should they now allow someone else to come in and take part of what they are enjoying? So the onus is on you, the woman, to try and get yourself into that position. And getting yourself into that position is looking for how you can balance family and work. And that's why I encourage women that you can't do all. You can't do all. There are some times you would have to leave your children and travel. But where you can't leave your kids to travel, then of course, then how are you going to grow in your career? there are some tough decisions you have to take concerning family. And having a spouse who understands goes a long way, because you find out a lot of the percentage of women who rise to the top of their career and still have family, that's like a spouse. Family, I mean, not the children, a
Yes, I
spouse
understand.
being there with the woman is not so high.
Yes, that's
It's
true.
not so high. Yes. And some of the reasons might be the spouse not really encouraging or
Cooperating.
being there for the female, and she wants to achieve her dream, her career. Yes. So that's what I, but if you try to balance all and have a good spouse who understands that you are more than just being a wife and a mother. You are not just a middle career person. You want to rise to the peak of your career. If you have an understanding spouse, then you could have all. You could have your spouse, you could have your children, you could have the top of your career, but it's just to learn how to balance. We women have to try and learn how to balance everything. We can't do all. You know, I'm never going to agree that I'm a perfect woman, that I don't have ups and downs, that there were no mistakes, there were no errors.
Yeah,
But
that's why I was
I would,
asking you, has it been easy
yes,
for you? I
no, of
mean,
course not.
I guess you
There are
experienced so
times,
many
yeah,
challenges.
it's huge challenges, but you take them all in your stride. The
Yeah.
mistakes, they help you be better. Hopefully you won't make those mistakes next time, you know. So, and spacing of children, for me, spacing of children helps.
Yes.
My kids, I spaced them. So that gave me time to achieve some things. Have one child, do a little to run my career goals, have another child, give me time to, so I didn't have like 3 underage children of less than 4 years with 3 children. How do you juggle all that? No, I had those child spacing, and that helped me, you know. And women who encourage you to, if you have good women around you, good friends, because sometimes you're down, you need women to encourage you, to talk to you. If you have good friends, they can also, who share your experience. Oh,
Yeah.
I have this mentor, she's older than me, my dear auntie, what would I do? This is going on in my workplace, this is going on in my family, this is going on with my kids, how do I handle it? You know, if you have good advice, they will tell you how to go about things, and then you'll be able to balance all. Because for me, family is very important.
Yes.
I do not want a story whereby I'll rise to the peak of my career and then my family suffers. Because after my job career, what next? It's back to my family. So I must make sure, even though I want to rise to the peak of my career, I would have to balance it with my family, so that, you know, there's this 50-50. So it's not easy for women, because a lot of men, sometimes they feel intimidated by women. And if you have a spouse who is intimidated, it could affect your career growth. And then you might be forced to choose, because we have some women who end up leaving their careers just to take care of the family, because no encouragement.
Yes, that's true.
So it's not been easy, but that's why it's good to think about who you marry. Because if you're a single mom, it's easier for you to take decisions. You don't need to rely on any other person. You don't need to, in quote, discuss your decisions with someone else. You can take your decisions alone. But when you're a married woman in African context, you can't take decisions on your own,
That's true.
either for whatever you want to do. You need your spouse to buy into your ideas. So for
The
that,
choice
for you
of
to
your
be able
life
to
partner
manage,
is strategic.
yes, it's very strategic, especially if you have future plans. If you're
Exactly.
someone, a young lady who wants to aspire to so many things, then you have to be very strategic in your life partner.
Very good.
That's it. So, yes.
So, we've talked about challenges. Though I haven't asked you if you could tell us about 1 or 2 challenges you experienced.
In my workplace,
Yes,
or
in whatever field you
generally in
want,
life.
just feel free.
Yeah. Well, of course, it's male-dominated society. So, of course, and you have issues of men. To be a female boss in a male-dominated environment, you have to know how you talk to the men. You have to be polite, because some of them could have that mindset that I'm married to a fellow woman like you, in quotes, a fellow woman like you. So you have to be mindful of how you talk to them, because stereotypes and how they grow. Nigeria is a cultural society.
Yes.
And yes, so culture comes to play on how people relate. And the culture they have at home, they bring it into the workplace.
Yes.
They don't really understand that the work environment is different from how their perception of people outside is. So if they have a mentality, the way they grew, whether culturally or religious, the orientation of how they perceive a woman boss or women in general, they bring those to the workplace.
That's why
so
you
as,
yes. Go on.
Yes. So you as a woman boss, you have to learn how to manage the men in your office. Yes.
Wow.
And for people to take you seriously. Yes. Wow. So far so good. I've been lucky. The challenges have been there, but nothing too bad.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing too bad that we have not been able to surmount. It's not been all rosy, but it's not been too bad. Having mentors who will just tell you what to do, even if it's family pressure, if it's children, whatever the issues are, don't bottle them all up in. I'm spiritual. I believe in God. Pray about it. Look for someone who you can trust. Share your thoughts, because depression is real. You can't just be having this smiling face all over, whereas you are dying inside. You need to come out. You need to share with someone what you're passing through, whatever it is. And if you're in a toxic environment, whether in the workplace or in the home setting, you need to get out.
Yes.
Because it's consuming, it consumes, and you will never be immune from it. You can't be in a toxic environment and hope not to be affected. No way. It's going to consume you. So if you're in a toxic environment, you need to get out of it.
I'm happy we have an African lady saying this. Ladies, get it clear. If you are into a toxic environment, get out, leave. Please do it fast.
Yeah.
It's very important, because most of the time say, no, in Africa, our culture, you have an African woman telling you what to do. And that's the exact thing to do. Not remaining there and hoping for things to change, and maybe they won't change. Or it's not your duty to have the other person change. It's not your duty.
It's the mentality. Domestic violence, and it's on the rise, really. It's very high. It's very high. So yeah.
Now let's talk about good things. I want you to, share your good deeds with us. It's the next question.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, all these achievements you're proud of, you could tell us one or two things you want people to know, and this could inspire other ladies. I know there are so many, because your flower, your garden, just you saw your garden.
Well, we give God all the glory. So far, so good. We've achieved. Have we achieved? If you say so, we're still work in progress. It's never over till
I'm
it's
not
over.
a superwoman. Okay, I took that. I said, well, she's humble, but at least talking about achievement, you can say, no, I have no achievements. You have, of course, you do. When they talk of achievement, we need to look at you and see achievements.
Women, great Nigerian women, great. If I say great Nigerian women, great market women, great Abaji women, great. Salam alaikum. No, I greet you. We, the INEC staff from Abuja, they go from market to market, they tell women, say, may they come out to vote. Now, make we come. The election of 2019, where we just finished, that one we carry Baba Buhari. For this Abuja, 600,000 women register. But on election day, now only 200,000 come out to vote. 400,000 no even come out at all. So we don't like that thing. We say no, make we come out, make we tell women, say make they come vote. Make we not collect on our PVC. Are we giving her? Are you part of? Okay, the paper is finished. So make una come out, come vote. Now make we say make we tell you. Una know the day of the election. This chairman and councillor on 12th February, now be the election. So I beg on Saturday by 8 o'clock. That Saturday, the market no go open. Election day, they no go open market. They make everybody go vote. Go vote. I don't know what that market go open. We say make una vote. Election at 8:30 in the morning. By 2:30 it don't finish. So if you come early, you vote, go. No problem. But make you don't come late. If you come by 3 o'clock, they go tell you say election done. You don't go to vote. So I beg, make una come vote. Make una carry una PVC. Una PVC, permanent voter card. Don't get their card. Our office for Abadi. I never here. They give us card. Not to register before. Go there, they collect. Call
Okay. So I said I belong to a group of women. We empower, we have, it's like an NGO. It's called Society of Women Accountants in Nigeria. It's a female wing of ICANN. Society of Women Accountants, females. So we empower women, visit orphanages, go to hospitals, go to IDP camps. We have, because of the violence in Nigeria, the insurgency in the north, we have IDPs, that's internally displaced persons camp.
Yes.
Yes, so we go there, we give women grinding machine, sewing machine, yes, for them to just do a little, to get a little money to help their family. Wow. We also go to female prisons. We visit prisons, yes. We pay the bills, the fines, the bill. We try to bill women who are in prison. Yes, we do that because we have female prisons. So we do those things just to empower women. So I'm part of that association, yes.
Wow.
Yes. Then in the workplace, we go for grassroots sensitization of women. We do that in the marketplace. We go to rural communities just to talk to women that their votes is their power, because we found out that especially in the north, where family, due to religious and cultural, for the north is religious, for the southern part of Nigeria is more cultural.
Okay.
The men, like we have issues of maybe women registering, and then the cards, they hand the cards, their voters card to their husbands, who keep custody of those cards. And when it's time to vote, they tell you who to vote for. And you just have to vote. But we try to encourage women that their vote is their power, is their right. It's something that they are supposed to do secretly and do it based on their conscience. So we try to talk to women and how to empower them in the electoral process. Yes. So that's what I do concerning women.
Wow. You're really involved into many activities that have to do with women.
Definitely.
Let's say you're gender orientated.
Yes, I think so.
That's how we define you. But in your achievements, you forgot to talk about all your trips. I know you travel a lot. You travel a lot. And when we prepared the interview, you told me something about Korea. You're going to, I don't know, you're going to be a kind of motivational speaker. I think you're going to have a lot to say at the conference in Korea. You travel a lot. I mean, in how many countries have you been to?
Okay, I've been to a lot of countries.
Wow.
Especially in Africa, I've been to a lot because I do election observation. I observe elections with the African Union. So from time to time, I go to various countries to observe the elections.
Okay.
Yeah, from Cameroon, I've been there to
Yes.
observe one of the elections in Cameroon. Yes.
What city? Yaoundé or Douala?
Yaoundé. I was in Yaoundé. Then from there, I was posted to the English part because since I'm not French speaking, I was posted to the English. So I observed elections in the English speaking part of
Southwest. Which part of the, because Northwest and
I
South?
don't know, Boya.
English part. Boya is Southwest. Is Southwest.
Okay, that was where I was.
Where is the mountain, Mount Cameroon?
Oh yes, that was the area I was. Yes, and it was nice. Your country is beautiful, has a rich culture. Yes, and so I'm into election observation. Wow. I do that. Then I travel for leisure. Just to relax, visit places for relaxation. Then I also travel for my career, for my trainings. I go for certificate courses, and most of these courses were before the COVID.
So that
was when a lot of trips.
Okay.
Yes, but because of COVID, that's when Zoom and all that really came in, where virtual trainings, online, a lot of things are done online now. Yes, so I've been doing more of online. Yes, I was in Spain for a training. I was in Italy for my graduation from the Rome Business School. Yes, I was in Austria. I did a course in Austria.
Wow.
Yes. I did a course. Yes, I was in Austria for a course. Yeah, it was very interesting. You know, Europe is very fair to Africa, especially African women. Yes. They really want to encourage African women. They want to empower African. So if I encourage women, try to go online. It's just a click away. Just click on any issue you have. Solutions are there.
Listen.
There are a lot of things, and you find out that they want to even give free scholarships to women. If you send in your CV, explain to them financially, I'm not okay. There have been programs I've gone where this discount was given to me because I was a woman.
Yes.
Just to encourage African women to participate in courses. But if you do not ask questions, you won't get any answer. So it's good to find out things. Don't be afraid of your computer. Don't be afraid of your phone. There's so many things you can do with your phone. Try and from the comfort of your home, go online. You'll see so many things you can do. So I want to encourage women to just try with the little time you have. You can improve yourself. Yes. Yes. That's true. So I will be presenting a paper in October with AWEB, is the Association of Electoral Bodies. It's all over the world. There's an association of electoral bodies all over the world. They'll be having a capacity building program. So I was contacted to give a paper on voter education for women, youth, and persons with disability. Wow. So hopefully I will send you the link to join in.
Yes, I really can't wait. I told you I want to be there. I want to be part of it.
That would be great.
Wow. I'll be honored. Really, thank you. So,
you're welcome.
To the ladies watching us, I hope you really listen and to what she's just said. Use internet and use it well. Use it well because you can have some great benefits from it. But let's talk about a phenomenon that is happening now. I don't know if you heard about this young girl, because I want to switch to that because you said women should learn how to use internet, maybe, to have these courses, because there are gender policies in some universities in Europe that help women, especially African women, to, to be trained without even paying or just paying less. There is a young lady in Cameroon. I don't know if she's 22 or 23 years. She's very young. She was jailed. She was jailed because this young girl went on internet, I think on Facebook, TikTok, on all these social medias, and decided to show her private parts. Yes.
Wow.
She was giving shows. Yes. No, I'm serious.
Wow.
Private parts. No, it was quite cruel. Yes. And at the beginning, people said, well, this thing has been happening with many, many young girls, and surely the government is not going to do anything about that. But this is like the diagnosis of a social problem. Yes. You can't deny it. But the government response was, okay, now what we need to do is to take her and send her to jail. How do you see that? I would like you to comment this fact, because many of us were like, well, is she really guilty, or is she the only person to take responsibility? Yes, though she was the one who went on internet, to show everything. Yes, that's true. But is her attitude not a kind of consequences of something we've been observing and maybe without saying anything? And as you were saying, how is internet used? And I want to specifically talk to women. So help us comment this fact.
Okay, wow. It's really, it doesn't even only affect your country. Nigeria too, we have such the young girls, just using the internet, because I think beauty for some women or for some young girls, they feel that beauty is just what you have. It has nothing to do with your intellect. And for them, that's the only way they can get money or fame. So they are into such, but they need more role models of women doing the right thing, to encourage others, because it's really terrible. I have two young adults. I have a 22-year-old. I have a 16-year-old. So we need them to have good role models for women, So for me, they are into, like, as young as they are, they're entrepreneurs. They have little businesses they do. We need to encourage our children. You are beautiful the way you are. You don't need a man to make you you don't need someone to tell you you're beautiful before you know you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Look at yourself in the mirror. Accept who you are. Be proud of who you are.
You don't need to use your beauty as a passport to success.
As a passport. Yes, you don't need to. Your brain should be your passport to success. It should be beauty with brains. It should be beauty with brains. A real man should admire your brain. But now in Nigeria, so many young people are into body enhancement. I'm not against surgery. I'm not against that. But people have died, especially when they don't go to the right places for these surgeries. And these deaths were uncalled for. It wasn't as if you were sick. It was just more of cosmetic surgery. So
how is internet responsible of what is going on in our country?
Yeah, is the social influencers. They have a lot of influencers, and I think the owners of this social media, they need to be restriction. I think anything goes on social media. Okay. People post anything. People can do anything, and I don't think it's right. I feel social media, though it's there for us, but there should be restrictions. There should be restrictions. So for me, I try to talk to the young people around me, the females. Social media is not real to an extent. It is not real. People post things, but they are grieving. You could see a smiling face, all that. It's not all rosy. Exactly. It's not how it seems, And like a case in point now, right now in Nigeria, we have a young lady. She was arrested by the drug agency. Yeah, she was trafficking in drugs. But this is someone who on social media, she looks like this, like that, and you think she has all the money. But, well, how was she getting the money? She was a trafficker, you know? Yeah, so these young people.
But I was about to ask you something, okay? Because you pointed the influencers, and I'm very okay with that. I agree totally with you. But don't you think it's our own fault too? Because there's that space on the social network, but where do okay, something's going on. I think we are going to share with you part of what Mrs. Agnes Babatunde Karim does with women, sensitizing activities with women, encouraging women in business in Nigeria. It's a very important figure, as you will hear from what she said. She travels a lot. She has a strategic position in the organization she works for, and she does a lot. And she has 3 masters with a PhD in course, mother of 3 children, and wow, this is just this is a Wonder Woman. That's what she is. Yes, so you pointed the influencers, and I'm okay with that. And you also said young ladies today need role models, okay? But then maybe it's our fault, so it's the society's fault. Because how do they get these role models? There's this space on the social networks, and the space is being occupied by influencers. And those influencers are of negative influence on them, because you have youth going for surgery. Many of them die because they don't go to proper places. You have this other young lady in Cameroon who just shows herself naked on the social media, and today she's in jail. And yes, don't you think the society entirely is guilty, or at least has a responsibility in what has been happening?
No, for sure, for sure. It's the society that even carries most of the blame. Society is made up of even their families, you know, the government, the people around, the churches, the religious society. We as even women, you know, all those things have a role to play in influencing or making the young people go either way. Like in Nigeria, we have young people who are into cybercrime. It's high, but it's the way you hear music glorifying cybercrime. So what do the youth see? The youth see the wrong part. They see the wrong thing. I want to emulate. So for us to change the narrative, we have to, you know, talk more. Those of us who are into maybe education, empowerment, and all that, we need to talk more. We need to encourage more mentors, you know, to be active on social media. We need to sell our points. And I think this program, this Wonder Woman that your organization does, is one of the platforms that, you know, we can use to showcase women who are doing great things, who have beauty and brains, who are proud of themselves, their physical appearance, and what they can offer. You know, when we have such, it will encourage more young people to know, I do not have to sleep around. I do not have to do body enhancement. I can work hard. I can be an entrepreneur. I can use my brain to, you know, achieve all I want to. I can learn to be content. I don't need to have everything when it comes to money, you know. So we need to push that narrative out there, and I'm happy your platform is doing that.
Thank you. Thank you. Really, we were just blessed and highly blessed today to have you as a guest. Thank you for being our August Wonder Woman, and thank you for all what you've shared with us here today. And I'm sure many women that will come across this video, they will just call it a life-changing video. I'm sure that's how they're going to call this video. So I want to thank
I say amen to that.
We've come to the end of the interview. Really, thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dolly, for having me. I really enjoyed interacting with you. I felt so relaxed. So thank you so much. And all the best in how you interact with African women and women around the world.
Thank you. So see you in a few days to talk about the storytelling posts. We are not going to tell people what is going to be inside there.
No problem. We'll stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Ciao. Have a good
Ciao.
night. Bye.
Ciao.
Appreciate you. Bye.
Bye.